Welcome to Sensory Playspace. Here you'll find information and integration on embodied intimacy. We'll explore the intersections of kink, relationship, healing, pleasure, connection, culture, and community with the permission to open up and live more authentic, liberated lives. I'm your host, Euni, and for the next few minutes, I want to invite you to sink into presence with me. Allow my voice to edge you inward to where your fantasies become reality. Let's play. Hi, lovers and friends. I'm your host, Euni, and welcome to the Sensory Playspace podcast. I wanted to take a few minutes to drop in here and give you a just welcoming into the space, right? So this podcast has been something that I have been dreaming up for a while now. I have been really working up the courage to take up space in this way and to allow myself the permission to be messy, and to be seen and witnessed by you in that imperfection. The Virgo in me feels nervous as hell, to be honest. And there has been a lot of criticism, there's been a lot of judgment, there's been a lot of freeze that has been happening for me in the preparation for this moment right here, right now, today. But I'm here and I'm showing up and I'm going to do it in the way that it comes out. And I hope that the rawness of this space gives you permission to explore something new that you've been curious about too. So my intention with the Sensory Playspace podcast is to provide a continuous resource that can be accessible for you. For the people that I have met over the years, as I have journeyed through many, many lifetimes in this lifetime, many identities, many expressions of myself, and many ways of taking up space, making money, building community, being a part of community, and really looking for my path and purpose in this life. And I think that there's two things that I really feel strongly about, right? Like, I think that our path and purpose evolves as we evolve, as we allow space and spaciousness to grow, to shed, to fail, and to really face our fears. And I also think that our path and purpose is refined as we commit to it. And that is where I'm at today, right? I am here with the intention and the desire and the audacity in myself to commit to the space with you and for you and for me. I have spent the last few years teaching online and offline, writing and preparing and studying and mentoring to gather the information that I want to share with you in this space. What feels really, really relevant and honest and authentic to me is the exploration of how we exist and how we live, how we take up space, and how we truly embody the ability to get out of our head and drop into our body, to becoming present and to feeling in real time. I think that so much of life is calculated and formulated and predicted for us. And the nuances of life, the way that life exists, really takes us out of the ability to be present. There's so many complexities that happen to each of us, no matter what walk of life you're from, no matter your gender or your race or your identity, your expression, how much money you make, where you live, your family dynamic. all of us have struggles. And through those struggles, we learn and build and expand and grow our own truths. And those truths are a combination of our reality and our fears and our failures, our desires, our courage, and our creativity. And that's what I want this space to be. I want to be able to use my voice to share with you tools and resources, connections and practices and rituals that I'm exploring, that I have explored, and that others around me are doing as well. I want this space to be a space that we can co-create and that we can expand what it is to be healing in community, what it is to be intimate, sensual, sexual, liberated beings, and what it is to be autonomous in our own existence, whatever that may look like for you. And so I want to start with giving myself permission to be messy, to be raw, to be real, and to show up here in that space. And the monologue, right? So how I'm speaking with you today is so nerve-wracking for me. I feel nervous, I feel judgment, I feel judged by my own stories and perceptions of what you're going to think as I'm holding the space and taking up the space. And I also feel really, really confident in my curiosity. And so my commitment, at least through these first few episodes, is to just rawly put it out, right? So I'm going to record these conversations. I'm going to explore these conversations. I'm going to create this content and this space without the pressure of perfectionism. And I hope that as I continue to evolve and grow in this space, in the way that I'm able to take it up, that it will give you encouragement and permission and comfort in whatever it is that you want to explore. And so I want to invite you to be in action with me, right? So I'm going to create and share with you as frequently as is within my capacity. I think my learning lesson from the last few years is that it doesn't feel good for me to submit to the pressure of something specific. But the ritual that I'm going to practice with Sensory Playspace, with this podcast, with these recordings, is showing up as frequently as I can, to utilize this space as I feel inspired, as something is on my heart, as something is in my mind, as conversations are stirring around me, as I'm building connections within the community, as I'm meeting and engaging with people that are interesting and intelligent and have something to say. I want to share that with you. And I want to invite you to take up space with me, right? So I'll be sharing these episodes through the Sensory Playspace Substack. That is a community-centric space. So you can leave comments, you can send me messages, you can respond to the post, you can leave notes. You can also send me emails directly, or you can sign up and support through the Self-Study Lab website. There'll be more invitations as I get less nervous and get more into a flow. I will have more opportunities to share with you. But I wanted to just drop in here and give you just an introduction, to say hi before I start just throwing out information at you. to give you a touch into who I am and why I'm here. And let me tell you a little bit about that. And so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Euni. I like to go by and prefer to go by Euni. I use she and they pronouns, and I'm an artist, an educator, a facilitator, a practitioner, a mentor, and a curious explorer, a learner of intimacy, healing, and kink. I have been studying the body most of my life, and as I continue to unfold, as I continue to grow, as I continue to heal, I continue to discover more and more of my path and purpose. And my place in this world and where I feel most purposeful is in holding space with curiosity, with intentionality, and with the desire to provide tools and resources and guidance for the people around me to become their most whole self. I'm on a path towards liberation, and this is an everyday journey for me. Every day, I find ways to come home to self, to commit to self, to explore self, and to really rewrite the shame that I hold. Every day, I carve out space and time for rituals that help me understand my body, help me build more connectivity, ease, peace, and openness between my body-mind, and really find a way of rooting me into this human existence as a spiritual being. And so the things that I share in this space may feel a little bit all over the place for some, but for those that really understand the root and foundation of these bits and pieces that I just shared with you, you will begin to continue to evolve your own understanding and your own definition of what intimacy, healing, and kink is for you, and what and how art and healing coexist. And that's what I want this space to be about. It is a space for creation, for inspiration, for collaboration, for learning, for failing, and for coming back home to self over and over again. And I hope that through the growth of this space, we can cultivate a different kind of community that allows us to be and become autonomous while being connected. And that's what I hope for you. And that's what I hope for me. So thank you for tuning in. I'm looking forward to sharing the episodes ahead with you, to popping in here as frequently as I possibly can, and to really exploring this journey through the body, through our sensations, through connection, through relationship, through art, through pleasure, through healing together. So thank you for joining me. I will see you soon. Stay connected and find more information and inspiration for your integration at selfstudylab.com or through our community-centered newsletter, sensoryplayspace.substack.com.